Good morning, students. Today we have to study tenses. In English grammar, tenses plays a vital role in the sentences. Okay? Uh, Sentence is never supposed to complete without verb. Verb, that is said to be action word. This verb is very important to complete the sentence. Without verb, the sentence is almost incomplete. Okay, so tenses help to show the time of action. Okay, verb form that shows the time of action is called the tense, and without verb sentence is English sentence is incomplete. So how it works and how it show the time, okay, how it show the time of action, that we are going to study in this topic. There are three type of tenses. First, present tense, second, past tense, and third, future tense. Each tense, important note is there for you. Each tense further has four different forms. Means each tense, present tense has four different forms, past tense has four different forms, and future tense has four different forms. So first we are going to there are four different forms are there. First, simple or indefinite. Second, continuous or progressive. Third, perfect. And fourth, perfect continuous. These four forms are there in each tense. Okay, it is there in present tense, it is there in past tense, and it is also there in the future tense. Okay, and all these four form of tenses are having different use. Okay, so we are going to study in detail. First, simple present tense. Okay, this present tense we are studying first because it's a first present tense means the action which is going on now, the action is going on, that is said to be present tense, means in present or right now the action is taking place or going on, so it is said to be present tense. So in that, in present tense there are four forms. First form is simple present tense. So to make you understand, here I have created one formula. Okay, how the sentence are uh, frame and how the sentences are, okay, in simple present tense. So here I have created one formula. So see the formula: subject plus V1 plus S oblique ES. Subject means name of a person, okay, plus V1. V1 means verb first form. V1 verb first form means verb is in there in present tense, first form of verb. Like go, went, gone. Go is a V1, that is the first form of verb. Okay, plus S or ES. So sometime verb carries S or ES. So it is also indicates that the verb is in present tense. Like she takes my pen. Okay, so along with take, what is there? Matlab she is take, instead of she is take my pen, we used to say she takes my pen. Okay, so takes this S means it the sentence is there in present tense. Okay, so here are some examples are given. First example, I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Here the verbs are highlighted with the bold. Okay, with the bold letter the verbs are highlighted. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Here the verb wake indicates that the sentence is in present tense. Second sentence, he sits for extra class every day. So the sits is a verb and it is there in present tense, as I have mentioned here in the formula that sometimes along with verb S or ES goes. Okay, so this here in second sentence S is there along with verb. Third sentence, cow is a domestic animal, it gives us milk. Here in the third sentence, gives is a verb and along with give, es is there. Yes, that means it is in present tense. Second form of present tense is present continuous tense. Again, I have created a formula to make you understand. Subject plus is, am, are plus V1 and ing. So here subject is there, means noun or pronoun, that is said to be subject, and along with verb, helping verb goes. So which helping verbs are used in present tense? Is, am or are. Is goes with singular, are goes with plural. Okay, means if the subject is singular, so that time is will come. If subject is plural, so that time are helping verb will be used. And if I is there, so along with I only am goes. Okay, along with I pronoun only am goes. Is and are never goes along with I. Okay, plus V1. V1 means verb, present form of verb, and verb ing goes with ing goes with verb. So here some examples are there. He is doing his homework. So he is a subject, is a helping verb as I have mentioned in the formula. Doing, do is a present tense and along with do ing is there because this is a continuous tense. So continuous or progressive, both are same. Okay, so whenever continuous or progressive is asked in the sentence, so that means the verb is the ing goes with verb. This you have to remember. He is doing his homework. Second sentence, I am writing a letter. I is a pronoun. Am, as I have said, along with I, am comes. Am goes with I. Okay, is and are never goes with I. Okay, so I am writing. Write is a present form of verb, but here continuous tense is there. That's why ing comes goes with write. So the verb is became writing. So I am writing a letter. Third sentence, they are preparing for their exam. They is a they plural, means it's a pronoun, but it's in plural because many peoples are there. That's why along with they are helping verb goes preparing. Prepare is a present tense of verb and along with prepare ing goes. So the verb became preparing. So it's in present continuous tense. They are preparing for their exam. So these are the three examples of present continuous tense. Now the next form of present tense is present perfect tense. Okay, now here perfect is there. So again I have created a formula. Subject means noun or pronoun plus has or have. So when present perfect is there, you have to remember that instead of is, am or are, you have to use has or have. Has goes with singular subject and have goes with plural subject. Plus V3. Now what is this V3? So it's a past participle of verb. Okay, third form of verb, or we can say past participle of verb. Like go, went, gone. So gone is a past participle or V3 of verb. Okay, take, took, taken. So taken is the V3, means past participle of the verb. So here in present perfect tense, we have to use helping verb has or have plus past participle of the verb. See the examples. First sentence, she has taken up a job. She is a subject. Has goes with she because she is a singular pronoun or singular subject. That's why has is there. Okay, and taken. Taken is a past participle of took. Okay, so she has taken up a job. So these grammatical changes you have to remember while writing tenses. Means which tense is asked to write, so accordingly you have to make changes in your sentence. Second sentence, the soldiers have defeated their enemy. Okay, the soldiers means more than one soldier. It's in the subject is in plural. Okay, so along with soldiers have goes, and defeated is a past participle of defeat, their enemy. Third sentence, I have just received a message from my friends. So I stands for myself. Okay, I stands for alone. But you have to remember one thing, that I is a single pronoun. Along with that, has never goes. Along with I, only have goes. It's a singular pronoun. It stands for myself. It stands for only. It stands for myself only. But along with I, has never goes. Only you have to write have. Otherwise, grammatically it will be wrong. So I have just received a message. Received is a past participle of verb receive. Okay, so these are the three sentences which indicate or which shows how to change a sentence in present perfect tense, or how to write sentence in present perfect tense. Now the next form of present perfect tense is present perfect continuous tense. Now here present perfect, okay, continuous. So present perfect is there, so definitely has and have will come, plus continuous is there. So one thing you have to remember, when perfect continuous is there, so you have to add been along with verb. Okay, and then verb is in what should be in present tense, or ing should be added along with verb. So subject plus has or have plus been plus V1 and ing. So first sentence, she has been going to school. She is a subject, has because she is a singular pronoun, been because it's a present perfect continuous tense. That's why been is added along with verb, and the verb is in continuous tense, means ing is there along with verb. So ing indicates that the sentence is in continuous tense. Okay. Second sentence, it has been raining since morning. Again the same, it is a singular pronoun, has goes with singular, been because it's a perfect continuous, and raining means the verb is in ing form because it's a continuous tense. Third sentence, they have been playing cricket. They is a plural, means it's a plural pronoun. Many peoples are there. That's why they is used. Have, why? Because have always goes with plurals. Means when the subject is there in plural, that time we have to use have. Then been, I am playing cricket. So been you have to remember, whenever present perfect continuous is there, you have to use been before verb. Okay. So this is the layout and this is the format. Accordingly you have to change your sentences in the different forms. Okay. Now we have finished with present tense. All four forms we have finished. Now we have to move ahead with past tense. Now in past tense, the first is simple past tense. So the formula for simple past tense is subject plus V2. Subject means noun or pronoun, plus V2 means verb second form. Like present tense, for present tense V1 is there, for past tense V2 is there, and for past participle V3 is there. Okay, so this is the short form of past tense, V2. Means verb, when verb is there in past tense, V2 is used as a short form. Now examples are there. First example, first sentence, the students met the principal yesterday. The students is a subject and met is a past tense of meet. Okay, so it's there in past tense, that's why this sentence is said to be simple. The sentence is there in simple past tense. Second sentence, they taught us grammar at school. They is a pronoun or subject and taught is a past tense of teach. Third sentence, I saw a tiger cub in the zoo. I is a subject and saw is a past tense of see. Okay. Now the second simple past tense is very easy to understand. Only you have to see the verb. Okay. Verb is in which form, then you will come to know, or you will understand that the sentence is there in simple past tense. Now the second form of past tense is past continuous tense. Again it is the same as we have studied about present tense. It's same, only what we have to remember, helping verbs are going to be changed. Like first subject plus was or were, okay, plus V1 and ing. In the present tense, what we had used? We had used is, am or are, because they were present tense. Now this is past continuous tense. That's why was or were is going to added along with verb. So now again was will go with singular subject and were will go with plural subject. See the examples. First sentence, my mother was cooking when I started to school. My mother is a subject, was is a past tense, or was is a helping verb which is there in the past tense. Cook and plus ing is added along with verb cook. Okay, so it became cooking. So it indicates that the sentence is in past continuous tense. Second sentence, they were staying in that house when I came here last time. They is a plural subject. Were is used because it's a plural, subject is plural, and staying, stay plus ing, so the verb became staying, or it indicates that it is a continuous tense. It is a past continuous tense. Okay, so understood? It's very easy to understand. Only you have to remember the tenses and helping verb, where which helping word is supposed to add. Now the third form of past tense is past perfect tense. See the formula, subject plus had plus V3. Now in present perfect tense we used has or have. But here in past perfect tense only had goes. Then it will goes with singular subject as well as plural subject. In both type of subject only had helping verb we have to use. We don't need to use something else. So see the sentences. The movie had started by then. Okay. Second sentence, they had already closed the shop for lunch. So in these two sentences, we come with the help of these two sentences, we come to know that either the subject is in singular form or it is in plural form. We have to use only had, nothing else. And V3 of verb past participle should be goes with this helping verb. Now the next is past perfect continuous tense. See the formula, subject plus had plus been plus verb first form and ing. See the first sentence. Arun had been completing his pilot course. Had indicates that the sentence is in past perfect. Been completing is indicates that it is also continuous tense, means if we can see the complete grammatical complete grammar in this sentence, so we'll come to know that the sentence is in past perfect continuous tense, because had indicate it is there in past perfect tense, and been completing shows that it's a continuous tense. So all together it is indicates that the sentence is in past perfect continuous tense. Second sentence, Gaurav had been driving a car. Again it is same, had is a past perfect, been driving is continuous tense. So all together it's a past perfect continuous tense. Only the things which you have to remember is helping verb. Yes, in present tense helping verb is am, are is used. In present continuous tense is in present perfect has or have comes. In present perfect continuous has, have plus been plus verb and ing. And in past perfect in past tense, when past continuous is there, when past continuous tense is there, so was, were plus verb is in present tense plus ing is added to it. Past perfect tense had and V3 means past participle of the verb, and past perfect continuous tense had plus been plus verb and ing. So you have to remember these formula. So these formula will definitely help you to frame and to write the proper and correct sentence. Now the third tense is simple future tense. Okay. Future tense, in that first form is simple future tense. So again formula is created for it. Subject plus will shall plus v1. Okay, will shall indicates that it is in future tense. The sentence is in future tense. So examples are there. First sentence, we shall stay in a hotel. So we now here in these are also will or shall. These are also said to be modal auxiliaries. Okay. So in the first sentence, shall indicates that it is in future tense, and stay means it's a this stay is a present form or present form of verb. So it indicates that the sentence is in simple future tense. Second sentence, she will teach you mathematics. Again it is same, that will is indicates that it's a future tense, and teach because the verb is in present tense, so it indicates that the sentence is in simple future tense. Second form of the tense, second form of future tense is future continuous tense. Now subject plus will or shall plus be plus v1 and ing. See the example, she will be leaving for Delhi next week. Now here in future continuous tense you have to remember that you have to add be. Okay, along with means before this verb you have to write be. It's a compulsory in continuous tense. In future continuous tense it compulsory to add be before this before this verb. Okay. So first sentence, she will be leaving for Delhi next week. Second sentence, we shall be seeing him tomorrow. Next, future perfect tense. Again, see the formula: subject plus will or shall plus have plus V3. Means will, shall is for future present tense. Subject plus will, shall plus have plus V3, that means past participle of verb. See the sentences. She will have prepared dinner by 10 o'clock. Will indicates that it's a future tense. Have means it's a perfect, and prepared is a past participle of prepare. Second sentence, I shall have finished this book by tomorrow evening. Shall indicates future tense, have perfect, and finished is a past participle of finish. So it's a future perfect tense. Now the last form of future tense is future perfect continuous tense. See the formula: subject plus will or shall plus have plus been plus V1 and ing. So first sentence, we will have been cleaning the house all day. And second sentence, she shall have been eating vegetables for 3 months. Now in the first sentence, we will indicates future tense, have perfect tense, been cleaning, it's a continuous. Okay. So here also in future tense, along with verb, been goes when the tense is there in continuous tense. Okay. Second sentence, she shall have been eating. She is a subject, shall is a future tense, have indicates perfect, and been eating indicates that it is continuous. Okay. So in future perfect continuous tense, you have to remember that future tense will or shall will come, and this have is going to come along with have helping verb is going to come, and when it is continuous, so you have to compulsory add been and verb along with ing. So these are the 4 forms of every tenses. Hope you all have understood it well. It's very easy to understand, and with the help of formula you are going to understand it very well. That's why I have created a formula. Okay. And remember that perfect means these in those form you have to remember the tenses, that when perfect is there, so what should come. Okay. When simple is there, so what should come. Okay. So if you will remember such things, so it's very easy to understand, and it's scoring as well. Okay. So along with this, you have finished with your topic tenses. It's a scoring topic, and compulsory question on these topic comes in the exam. So thank you so much. Goodbye everyone.